From the top, mate.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, upper.
From the top, mate. Welcome back to podcast number 7 with the Fish and Drift crew and these two clowns. So,
Mate.
oh, sorry.
You're
This
great.
one clown, this excellent burnout master.
Great with introductions, eh?
Anyway, so we're here tonight with Ben, who's replacing Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've given him the flick. We got Adin,
sorry,
who's come in. We're going to talk drift things, burnouts, Japan. I have a Japan question that I thought about 20 minutes ago when we were talking about drifting in Japan. But as per normal, as for take 2, I would like to thank all the sponsors that make this possible: On-Song Performance, Boost Gumps, Wholesale Paint Group Rockhampton, J-Mac Garage Doors, Beyond Print. Some of my own sponsors are also Pulsar Turbo Systems Australia.
They are one of your sponsors.
They are one of my sponsors as well. And we also got Pie Guru Rockhampton, Adwell Automotive with Jeff and Adam, ACS Rockhampton, which is automotive calibration services, and Flash Harry. Science for sticking my car up.
Well done.
And also Beyond Print helping. You did it actually.
Well done, mate. You nailed it.
Take 2.
Oh, there's one more in there.
And Autobahn Rockhampton.
Hey, you got through
Thank
it.
you, Andrew, for helping me out get some parts for my motor I have to build, because apparently the trusty 6-year-old RB has decided to exit about 100 psi of compression on the rear cylinder.
Alex wouldn't do that to you, mate. Eh?
First of all, I love how Adin just butts in and knows your sponsor.
This is take 2. This is take 2.
Holly's like, I seen that car. Where's the Autobahn sticker? I was like, oh, that's rude. Oh, what?
Yeah.
But
We're actually got a new sticker coming because that's all they can supply me for Rocky Nats.
I've been hitting them up for stickers too.
Andrew's all over it. You're asking the wrong people, mate.
Yeah. Oh.
So what are you going for, a full banner, mate?
Full
or-
banner,
Yeah.
full Autobahn. I think it's going to be Autobahn Rockhampton banner.
Oh,
so that
true.
way,
Nice.
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Where is Autobahn in Rocky now?
Oh, do you know where Bunnings is?
Where's Bunnings in Rocky now?
Okay. Do you know where Zodiac
Dude,
is?
I don't go to Rocky.
Nowhere near
I
Zodiac.
know where Zodiac is, yeah.
So, but anyway,
Yeah.
we'll get this moving because we've got to do Jeff proud. He's away working,
Yeah.
women, and
Tinder. Go
Tinder.
on.
Grinder.
Jeffrey had to go, mate. First match in 3 years. Off he went back. See you, boys.
Portland, plenty of fish. Let's go.
Yeah. Hose before bros, he reckons. Off he went.
I will start off with the first thing. We just had like a pretty big update on the AE86 because I got it correct this time.
Yes.
And I got all these 86s confused last week.
Yeah.
Brad is only waiting on one head bolt that's currently in Brisbane, and his dad stitched him up and made him hang on to it.
Yeah, my old boy loves me. So, yeah, if you tuned into the podcast last week, you'll know I've been chasing these head bolts for about 3 months, and they've been coming in one by one. And the very last one, I had one obviously come on Tuesday, and then the very last one was in Brisbane yesterday. And the old boy's like, oh, just wait till we get something else set up. We don't want to pay that $8 postage. I'm like, I need that to start building this motor. But anyway, so we got all the head bolts.
Nearly.
But
When you get that other bump.
Yeah, when I get that other one, yeah.
Which
But,
wouldn't that be the same as like a 1987 Camry head bolt?
nah, mate, no, they're way bigger.
Really?
Yeah, big torque.
I'm sure there was like a 22R or something like that that'd be very similar.
Nah, oh no, definitely not 22R. They're a powerhouse, bro.
Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah, yeah, powerhouse. But
Yeah.
we're good, bro. We're good.
We're good.
Woo.
All right. Well, I think we kick off this podcast. We know about Ben and his Commodore and the LS that's in it, but we don't know much about Adin. So Adin, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, your drifting history, what you drive, and how many burnouts you can do?
I have, like, when I was 16, one of my mates, Chris, I'm a bit closer. No, when I was 16, one of my mates, Chris, my parents refused to get in the car with me. So he taught me how to drive my L's and that. And then, one day I was driving his 31 around and he's like, oh, do a skid here. I was like, all right. And then that's kind of where it all started. And then, he taught me how to drive a little bit. And then I got
It
my
all
license.
starts with one skid, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I lost my license a million times. And
Yeah.
I was done a lot of stupid things on the street. But then, we moved to Benaraby, which has, like, honestly helped me with my license so much you would not believe, hey.
Yeah.
Like, I've kept it.
Yeah. Amazing what having a track up the road does. Because exactly the same as me, bro.
And I think when I first started, I had a little bit of a bad experience. Like, I bought a BMW and I set it up to drift.
That is a pretty bad experience.
That is a very bad.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Worst subframes ever.
I don't know how James Dean does it.
Lots of money.
Give me that SR powered BMW.
Oh, no. What's the other one he's got? Benny knows. He's a fan. 2J one.
Yeah, he's got a 2J E
The Eurofighter
something
thing.
F22, I think it is.
No, isn't it the Eurofighter's SR20?
No, that's the RX-7.
No.
RX-7
They're all
is SR20.
2Js.
Yeah, all these
everything
new
he
cars
has
are all
are
2Js.
2Js.
Yeah.
The RX-7.
James Dean's
Yeah,
got
the
an
RX-7
E9.
is SR20,
Yeah.
yeah.
But so like my first drifting experience was at Gracemere, and I spent a dumb amount of money on a BMW, and I did 2 laps and clutch kicked the rear cradle out of the floor of it, and I was like, this is dumb. I'll just go back to the street because that was expensive, and then you lose your license.
Yeah.
But Benaraby, the complex there, has helped me so much.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you
awesome.
get a red hot go. And pretty much my only tip for that is buy a BA Falcon.
Well,
It's unkillable, runs lap for lap for lap for lap all day. I
And-
share it between a mate of mine, and
Great results with compression in the can.
yes, that has helped that car a lot.
so have you lost compression before?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm picking up here.
I was about to be like, you should fill the listeners and the viewers
Yeah.
into the story of the compression in the can.
Do you want to start from the start with the Falcon? I don't know if you're here for that bit.
Mate, we've
I probably missed a bit.
got an hour here, mate.
I was 18 years old. Me and Chris got in the car. We drove down to Brisbane, and I bought that BA Falcon with 90,000 Ks on it.
Just run in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even running, nowhere near it. And as I said, lost my license heap times. Lost my license twice in it.
Yeah.
So, and I was working at Byron, so that's I was driving to Collinsville, so it's 600 Ks, and I used to drive like an absolute wanker. And that car flying up and down that highway every week, don't know how I'm alive kind of thing, just pegged on the speed limiter, just copped absolute abuse, and it just held up. And then it shit all the wheel bearings, and I was like, off that, I'll buy another one.
Yeah.
And I sold it. I sold it
Yeah.
to someone, and like, I don't know how deep I can go into the podcast there, but originally he offered me a bag of meth for it. And I was like, oh, you know what, cash is probably a little bit better. He's like, oh, I'll be back in 15.
You can
I
go
don't know
deeper.
what he
You can
did
go
with
deeper,
that.
bro. You can say whatever you want.
I don't know what he did, but he come back with money.
This is a safe space, just so you know.
Yeah, on the internet for everyone to see. Hope he doesn't bash me later. Jeff. No, but so he come back, give me the money, and then I sold that car with like 240,000 Ks on it. It disappeared for a few years, sold it to good quality people.
Yeah.
And then one day, Chris messaged me, he's like, look what I found. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll go your halves, we'll drift that. It's got 300,000 Ks on it now. It's just been abused totally.
Just been ran in, bro.
Yeah, I think we pushed a little bit past that. but yeah, no, it's been phenomenal. Good learning curve for like getting onto the track and stuff like that. Because I think when you start, that's what you want, something reliable that doesn't, turn you off it.
Yeah.
So if you rock up to the track with something that's not ready, or something that's not reliable,
Or something that's too pretty.
Yeah, something you don't mind smacking into a wall.
That's
If I drive that Falcon
yeah.
into a wall, I laugh like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing ever. I've been told numerous times, stay off the walls, bud. And I'm like, all right.
Neck minute.
And like, I think that's what makes drifting fun. Is like, I don't really care how fast I go or whatever. It's all about getting out there, getting seat time, getting better, improving your skills. And Benaraby, that Falcon's been a big thing for that. And now I'm like, I sold my SS, which is nothing but trouble, to move further into drifting, buy something competitive.
Yeah,
Just get
right.
Wise Fab in a G35 or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what
sick.
we're looking at one Monday, I believe.
Ready for the comp.
What's the comp? 3
I've
weeks?
been
3 weeks away? 4 weeks?
4
weeks.
Oh, that's getting close.
Getting close, bro.
not.
Benny's like, I'm ready.
He's ready, mate. Because you got a Commodore, huh?
Yeah.
I just got to wash it, mate, and I'm ready.
Oz DM.
Give it a wash.
Give it a wash, she'll be right.
That's going to need
That's
a
awesome.
rebuild and another one before the comp, hey?
Probably one during the comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring a spare RB.
It's right. Chuck it in the ute. Chuck the spare motor in the ute.
Just
Bring it
drive
down
it.
for you.
Mate.
He'll still
Max
win.
is going to tune this one.
Yeah,
mate,
Max
so-
is going to tune him
Yeah.
up. Should be mint.
Should be perfect.
No, one of
Always
my...
perfect.
No cowboy tunes, bro. Right?
Yeah, no Cougars.
Yeah. No Cobras here.
No, one of my mates has been kind enough to say that if we can get the Sora ready, his Sora ready for the comp, it just needs tuning
Yeah.
and
So that's that green Sora I've seen in
Blue
Benaraby.
blue ones.
That's
Blue.
That's
Blue.
Ben's.
No.
Ben's old one.
No.
No.
Someone that Ben knows.
Okay.
Um,
Secret hush hush can't tell us. How much you want for it?
I don't think I want to talk about him on the internet.
Okay, too easy. Moving on.
Yeah, 156% volumetric efficiency. I don't think
So
so.
that's got a 1J.
Yeah, 1J single turbo.
Yeah.
The manifold was really bad. Benny welded it up for me. It's
Yeah.
a little bit backwards, but we'll fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, welded the wrong V-band on there, but anyway.
Yeah. Perfect
weld, though.
Well, it's meant V-band.
It does look really
right.
good if it was
Yeah.
on the right
So
way.
it was, oh, it was actually backwards.
Yeah, so then ProGate 5s have got 2 different sizes for each V-band.
Yeah.
And I gave him the wrong V-band.
Yeah. I didn't weld the V-band on the wrong way, Carl.
That's not what you were saying. I was like, you put it on the wrong way? What?
Look, I'm a bit stupid, but...
Well, the thing is, that's something that I would have done.
Yeah, so like we don't know how we're going to go at the moment with getting it on a dyno and entering the comp before then, but we're hopeful.
Well, look, if
If not, there's another in a couple of months and give that a go.
Yep.
you got 4 weeks up your sleeve, I'm sure some listeners out there and some viewers out there might be able to
Fix it
message
for me while
in
I'm
and
at work.
offer some assistance, like some dyno time somewhere. Max.
Looking at you, Paranormal Performance, it's a bit closer.
Yeah.
But so you might be at the comp.
Maybe. We're hoping. And then, like, sometimes I look at my dirty old BA Falcon in the backyard, it's got no wheels on it. I'm like, I could run that.
Well, you're at the drift day that just passed.
Yeah.
And obviously we had a practice day.
And I missed it because of family things,
So Carl has kids to look after or something.
apparently.
Apparently they come first.
I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, children.
I'm pretty certain they're mine.
You are.
Where do you buy one of them?
I'll sell you one.
How much?
Swaps for an LS, make it
Just don't
reliable.
mention the.
I was just thinking.
Just don't mention the birthday,
No.
so I'd have to edit that out.
Sorry, Brad.
It's all good, mate. It's all good.
But hey,
Yeah.
all 3 of you at the drift practice day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an awesome day.
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
very fun.
Awesome day. It was awesome to see different cars there that haven't seen Benaraby before.
We had a lot of higher quality cars there
Yeah.
as well from
Yeah.
down south and up north.
Yep, cars
Yeah.
from Cairns, Brizzy, Bundaberg, Mackay, I think. One guy from Mackay.
Early Beach as well.
Yeah, Airlie, must be
Yeah.
Airlie. Yep.
Yeah.
And then that green chaser, I heard a rumour he's from Darwin. Is that right?
What?
I'm not
Hey?
too sure.
Yeah.
That Aqua one.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Jeff talks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's from Darwin or not.
I'm
but-
not gonna lie, I love
but
that
ri-
car.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
when you have a $50,000 chaser
Yeah.
and it's so banged up that you put sheet metal with pop rivets over the doors, that is baller. I
Yeah.
sent that to old Nick. I was like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. Come on, bang it up.
So he used to be pro.
Oh, really?
This is all information from Jeff, right? Jeff is not here, obviously. So,
his
This could be totally
can't
false.
confirm that. So, yeah, apparently he's from Darwin. He used to do comps, and he's got a young fella that's 14 years old that wants to enter the beginner comp.
Yeah.
If that story is completely wrong, let me know in the comments.
I think that could be very true because I was watching him drive the car around the pits.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, I'm not going to battle against him. It's another little Benny Barnes.
Yeah, I thought
No
it was.
chance.
I thought it was
Exit.
Benny. Where'd you just chase it from?
I might be like 2 years older than him.
Yeah, so it was good to see a different crowd. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I saw
Big
that
fan
back-
of the Jandal Fab BA Falcon.
That was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
pretty cool. I actually
Yeah.
watched
It's a lot of money.
Someone put up a live stream on the Gladstone Motorsport Club page, and I was actually putting my daughter to sleep. So I actually might have laid in there a bit longer than I had to, watching the live feed.
What, bloody 2 o'clock in the RV?
Yeah.
Get in the bed early, mate, eh?
No, have a nap during the day.
Oh, nah. Yeah.
Sorry, but I saw all the cars on there, and I was like, "There's some different cars there. Never even seen half of them."
Yeah.
And it actually looked like a pretty good day. And they had end of the day, I saw the video of the 7-car train around the track.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too.
Benaraby first, mate.
Yeah.
Big
was
fan
pretty
of that,
cool.
hey.
Yeah.
I'm
I didn't.
pretty upset
I didn't remember
get to
seeing a
get
red
involved
Commodore in
it.
there though.
Yeah.
No. Red Commodore. Where was the Red Commodore?
The
What's
red
the
Commodore. The red Commodore burnt through the last of its tyres.
Oh.
Should have just gone at the back, mate.
There's more Commodores in the car park, eh?
What she said.
Nah, but there was only
They're both very true.
there's only 7 allowed on the track at once. Anyway.
And you're not going to have passengers.
Oh, really?
Or?
Yeah, that's a good question. Can
I
you
think
have
there was
passengers?
passengers,
I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
Cut that one off.
Yeah.
No, I think
Edit.
before I've been told.
Races are watching. Yeah, there was no passengers.
No, at all.
There were not passengers in there.
Not.
So we can just cut a little bit out of that.
Yeah. Jesus. Boys are making this edit pretty hard.
But besides all that stuff, you watched the track.
Yeah. I made the track.
You made the track. You drove the track, but you also got a few laps in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Only a couple, or
A couple in a car that I wasn't allowed to hit walls with.
No.
Yeah.
rude.
So,
I had to drive it home.
I always get told it's easier to ask for forgiveness and permission.
so Benny drifted the track. Adin drove the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you reckon of the layout? I heard they changed. Like they obviously set up the comp layout at lunchtime, and then in the afternoon they also changed the layout slightly to try and.
Yeah, once we had like requests come in, a few people, just putting their opinions forward.
Yeah.
We only changed one section because we didn't want to do too much at once, and then everyone got flowing again, and it was like, right, we'll just leave it for now. But there is opinions. There is opinions on the track that needs to be changed. There's sections that needs to be tweaked. But I love to hear it from the boys because they're actually out there.
Yeah.
He actually drifted.
Oh no,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't.
Do I
It
bring the
wasn't
board
pretty
up for
good.
this?
Oh well, that's up to you boys.
I reckon the board's there.
Oh,
If we put this right here,
geez, you draw that up quick.
Ben can talk about it.
Drew that up quick, mate.
This is a bit of. I don't know if that's too
Do you
hard.
want a hand?
Yeah. Look at this. Yeah, you want to come hold the board? So this is a.
We need help.
this.
If you can put the board like there. Like that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe drink, Ben.
There we go. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah, there we go.
There we go. And then you got a pen. This is like it's
Oh, someone's touching my leg.
Won't be just your leg in a minute.
What's going on here?
Jeff, we are being completely professional, mate.
Yes.
So this is a layout.
Benny,
Oh me.
you drove it, mate. You drove it.
Here, we can lay it down a little bit, so
yeah.
you can have a bit of a draw. We can put it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, we had a start.
Yes.
We had 2 cars. Apparently, they were starting them backwards.
And you had a Jeffrey.
No,
He was fishing. He was fishing. That's why the track wasn't going good because he was out there fishing.
Oh.
I drew the fish because you forgot.
Yeah, you can't catch fish. Obviously, he's not an end of the hook. Anyway.
So obviously, this isn't to scale or in proportion because the board's a rectangle and the track's square.
Yeah.
But you get the idea. Obviously, got to start. Car starts side by side.
Yes.
That's
Now, on the day, I believe you had the lead car starting on the inside
Yes.
and the chase car starting on the outside.
That's
Yes.
right.
So I heard some mixed opinions on. And obviously, you sweep in, and virtually from this corner here is where you it starts your drifting from.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Drifting started about here. You would say,
does it?
boys?
Yeah, well,
Scored from here,
they-
isn't it?
Yeah, but you want your arse ending here, so obviously
Yeah.
you got to be drifting.
the way Jeff explained it was
Yeah.
as soon as you initiate, you aim for that.
Yeah.
You aim for this, and then that's the start there. So
Yeah.
you just sort of aim. As soon as you exit down there, you come around the corner and you just aim
Yeah.
straight for that. That's your
Yeah,
your
yeah,
start.
It,
there.
it was more listed as like a touch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drifting starts here, points start from here.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
On the initiation, that's where you start. Yep,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, coming around, we got a bit of a 90, slide S, big sweeper, which should
Yeah.
be all the smoke. What did Jeff call it? It'll be full noise.
Full noise.
Full noise or full send the whole way. No lifting. I recall.
I think he was meant to say on song the whole way.
On song the whole way. But I'm pretty certain in episode
Jeff,
I think it was episode 4. He said it'll be no lifting. He reckons.
Yeah, I don't think he's been out there before. Just quietly. So this is a front end touch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously you got your rear end back over here for bake zone. Bake zone. That's it, Jeffrey. Bake zone.
Bake zone.
Yeah, rest of the track's a bake zone. Yeah.
Right. So on that, we'll get down a little bit so you can see. Did you guys struggle at any point in this? Because what I understand, they actually changed this section here to be not, I don't know if the word's deep, but as sharp maybe, to try and make it flow nicer.
Yeah, we shallowed it up.
But I understand that because of that, you're having some trouble trying to hit this clipping point here.
Yeah, so it was a bit awkward trying to go from this clipping point to this clipping point.
Yep.
Especially with the car behind you, it's a bit rough because there's, you want to be close when you're chasing. And
So you as a lead car,
yeah,
We're too worried about the chase car.
you're worried about the
you're
chase
too-
car being up your ass too much.
Yeah, a
for
little
the,
bit.
For the,
it's not really
tra-
something you should have to worry
Yeah.
about because you
not
just,
in a battle because
not in a
obviously
battle.
that's his fault.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. Because
Yeah.
it's his. Yeah, it's his right away. Well, not really. It's your right away.
Yeah.
He's got to give right away to you.
He's got to mimic you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
yeah.
But
right.
on a practice day, you're like, oh, wait up.
Yeah,
When you're in that
you don't win
transition,
anything.
Yeah.
you get that
Hey,
thing
shit
where you have to
stations.
back off. You fall off too hard, and then you lose your proximity in there.
What you're talking about, so it'd be very hard. Yeah, so if you actually had to, say, back it off or quick little handbrake pull because of lost a bit of speed,
Yeah.
you could actually lose the lead car because it's really fast through there and you've just lost all your speed.
Yeah, but it was also a pretty good chance to catch up around about here from this clipping point because it was sort of in a weird spot, I guess you would say.
It was right on the hump on the day.
It was right on the hump,
And
yeah. So you would come around here and initiate. This clipping point was more like over here.
Yeah.
You can draw it in there, mate.
Yeah, mate.
It was more.
And why don't you give us a dotted line where the hump in the track is? Because the track's not actually completely flat at Benaraby. It's got like a little bit of a kick in the middle of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the hump's more also
Yeah,
sort of
that,
here
that's,
as well.
that is the hump there.
Again, not in
Yeah,
proportion.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got to like stretch it around a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, yeah, these two were in line with each other with the hump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right, yeah.
And like even in like lead position, I found that I was having to, because on that hump you got to slow down a little bit. I find in the shit heaps I drive.
Yeah.
I find I have to slow down a little bit so that when I come over them, I don't run out of lock because you get
Is
that bounce. if
Is
you're
that
going real
because
fast.
you're transitioning over the lump? Because like even in my car, in this before this was actually cool, I used I used to come around and if it
Humpty Dumpty fell
Yeah.
off the water. Dicky knee.
as you come through here and you transition over the lump, whether it's here or here, even in my car I found you had to be really careful on your steering and your throttle, otherwise you just lose it here.
Yeah.
And depending on your line you took, it actually puts you that wide you're worried about hitting the barriers.
yeah.
So one of the drift days we did change it a little bit where I was able to get a line where you could transition before the lump, so the car was already transitioned and settled. So as you went over the lump, you just regulate a little bit of throttle just so you didn't like boost it off and send it.
Yeah.
And I found it personally a lot easier, but I didn't drive this track on the weekend either.
Well,
So
even in like the Falcon and stuff like that, I always try to transition before the hump, so I am like sideways
Yeah,
over
right,
it,
there
like
you
you said.
Yeah.
And it makes it a little bit more comfortable. If you transition on that hump and something that boaty, it
Thanks,
does get
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on my Benaraby days, I'm always using probably this one as a clipping zone. I use the hump as pretty much I'm going straight over it
Yeah.
and using it to get the actual car sideways.
Yeah.
I'm
So
kind of
using
with
the
you there, 'cause my
momentum of
transition
the
is,
hump.
like, just before it. Hey, like front
Yeah.
wheels just before it.
Yeah. And that's one thing I've noticed. A lot of people are 50-50 with that hump. People use the hump, as I just said, to use that momentum to get the car sideways.
Yep.
Or a lot of people get sideways before it and then ride the hump over. So in a competition kind of like situation, what is better?
It makes it hard.
That's
Because
the
everyone
thing.
has a different driving
Yeah.
style.
Yes.
Yeah.
And trying to make it like, you know, I think that it should be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think, cause like I got in a ute that I've driven 3 times before and put the car in all the zones. I was like, oh, that was a little bit easy.
And as I said, it is meant to be a pro-am competition.
And I think it should be a little bit harder. And you know, like different driving styles and all that stuff from what we've seen makes it kind of hard to figure out what is harder and what is not. Because you know, some
Okay,
people
so
like this.
so
some
for
people
the
like
hump,
that.
so this is obviously the big talking point of this track,
Yeah.
and this here sets it all up.
Yes.
So where does this have to be? Because this doesn't exist without this first.
I didn't get
Yeah.
to drive it after they moved.
See, looking at a couple of videos.
Well, you had to go. Oh, sorry.
You're right. You go.
I was just going to explain to Aiden. Then with this clipping point down here, so there's hair on there. It's annoying me. You had to. It was really odd. Like the first time I went out there, because with the way that the track flowed, I felt like it should have been an inside clipping point there. This was just really far, really deep, really deep into the corner. And it just made it hard to hit. Like it's achievable. It is always achievable.
Yeah.
So you know, you just change up. You just don't hold as much angle in there, and you know, power into it a little bit more. But this, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad because you know, once you fix everything up, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
It was
Well, like-
better after they moved.
it was, yeah,
Yeah. So moving it in made a big difference.
yeah. It made
Okay.
a big difference.
And then
it made it
did,
easier.
Did it throw this clipping point out though?
Yeah,
It did.
well,
Yeah.
that was in an odd position.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
for
See-
even for both of the corners, like say in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's probably like anything. Like I come more from a motocross background before drifting.
Yeah.
And if you set a line up, so 3 corners before or 4 corners before, you're actually setting up a pass or a move later up the track. So we're talking about these 2 corners here, but is it possible that maybe this straight over here is wrong? Because maybe if the cars were forced to go deeper at the end of the start of the corner there, naturally you'd already be at this clipping point.
Yeah.
Bring that clipping point around a little bit further, which means then you can transition instead of sweeping like this.
Yeah.
You'd actually transition back through the track and
Yeah.
into here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that could get any deeper though.
But see,
That was pretty deep.
It was pretty deep,
pretty
but
deep.
it could still be
Because
deeper.
again,
even-
I wasn't there.
Even when I
Yeah.
was setting up the track with Scotty and Jeff,
Well, that's the problem.
when I was setting the track up with Scotty and Jeff, I was over here going, put the noodle over here. And Scotty and Jeff are going, no, we got to go over here.
Yeah.
I'm going, oh, right. Because I was actually looking at the track going,
Yeah.
like this, and I'm like,
Like anything.
yeah. And it made sense for me to be here. To I don't know, if my car drives different too.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, being out of the
bit
car.
shit with a lot of power.
Yeah.
So I can use that momentum to get.
But
more.
I will
the other-
say, the XR Ute that I was driving, it's a turbo one, but the gate failed.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like flapping around. However, if that thing come on boost, I could move from this zone to that zone.
Yeah.
If it didn't, then you were kind of like shit out of luck trying to drag the car there.
Yeah.
But if it come on
okay.
boost, I could just move over there.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
depends how that wastegate felt at the time. Hey, we were running
The thing-
pretty slick
And
conditions.
then
Yeah.
when Jeff and Scotty put it where they did, I was like, oh, geez, they made it easy to get to here. But it still didn't, eh?
In saying
yeah.
that though,
Well-
if you move this back, it just makes it harder to get from that, like trying to carry speed, moving into this where it's more shallow. Like,
Yeah. That's the thing is, remember too, like, and it stitched me up last year. Like, actually walking the track and trying to create a track,
Yeah.
it's very different to when you're actually
Oh, it
driving
always
the car.
is. It always is.
But like, you know, you talk. So
But
we're talking back
this
to
track
here.
is a lot that came from you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah.
But like when we drove the track that I last drove, that was similar.
Yeah.
So back from this corner, like I noticed watching a lot of people. So what you guys are sort of saying is that you get out here and you're almost running shallow here, and then you're in the wrong spot here over the lump, and then you get into here and you're good.
Yeah.
I did find myself doing that occasionally, but I just kept adjusting my line until it didn't do it no more.
Yeah.
And I found getting this bit right in my car believe it or not, was actually getting around this S-bend properly.
Yeah.
So in my car,
Yeah.
I actually found coming a bit deeper here and actually coming back into the S-bend here. By the time you transition through here, I had speed to come back into here, so to speak. And my car was actually a nice arc from here down to the wall where I could put the power on, then drive the wall, handbrake into this corner, keep it around the outside, go further around and come sort of straight in and transition back this way. But that for me started back here, because if you follow this point and transition here, you're on the inside of the cones here, trying to work the car to the outside, so then the car straightens up a hell of a lot, or you end up driving a nice sort of arc in the corner.
You lost me, mate.
Okay.
You fucking... Adin, where would you do a burnout here?
Yeah. Just draw a picture.
You got to use the whole pad.
Oh, the whole
Yeah.
pad, the whole pad.
thing.
All right.
Just
Anyway.
give that
Okay.
main.
I'll stop there.
No. I know. I do know where you're coming from.
It's
Can
hard.
you draw it like this?
I think everyone
so
here's got a
you would
different
erase
mind,
that from what I've just heard.
Yes.
You put a zone in here.
I would put a zone
So you
deeper
get-
in this corner.
So you get wide here, and then this zone comes over this side. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, so I said
He's heaps faster. Than
this.
me.
I'm not that fast.
No, because like the
I need
the
more-
way
I need
that
more
it is
right
now,
foot and more
like,
toe.
Any video I bring up and be in
we
the belt,
need to make a shirt
this
more
is
toe.
the
Yeah,
line
definitely.
that I
Yeah.
would run.
Go to
Yeah,
Because I
fishandrift.com.au.
dive through there.
Yeah, buy some merch,
hit the
guys.
wall here.
Yeah.
And that, like in a slower car, this is the line that I run. You in a fast car, you want more room so you can.
Yeah,
let
but
it in.
I watched
that-
someone in an AU Falcon do my line. They did it pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Is that AU, the white one?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Richo.
Yeah.
no, it wasn't the turbo one, but there was one of the
Turbo
days.
supercharged one.
That wasn't that one. There was one day there was an AU there, and I remember watching it, and even what that was it a VSU, the black one that pulled away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have one, bro.
Yeah.
Like it actually, it did a line pretty good too. It was very neutral everywhere, but actually sort of, if there was a car length out with the power, I reckon I'd be laughing. But I'm no professional drifter. This is I'm trying to get better and get more into it. But my idea, like this is not exactly again drawn 100%. But I thought when I was like trying to in my head when I drove the track class envision the track, I thought sort of have a point more deeper in this corner, forcing the cars to come closer to the barriers down here.
Yeah.
And this corner actually, I think, is more. But anyway, so actually, instead of like drifting from this point in like that, you'd actually be out here and come into there,
Go to the outside.
Yeah.
and then have a clipping point there. So you transition into here, which puts you back on this side.
Yeah.
So see straight away.
And then you get that perfect
Exactly.
lineup. Yeah.
So straight away, this point puts the car to here.
Yeah. That's
My-
exactly right.
This line puts you here, and then when you get to here, it's on heaps of throttle,
Yeah.
heaps of speed, which gives you the speed to drive, because this is actually more of a straight wall here. It gives you the speed to drive that down to this point, where you can then come around here. I had like sort of a point here in my brain, where you then transition into like that. So when you go over the lump, the car's already transitioned, and the point's back in this
Yep.
S-bend further, sort of more
So
like.
that's not the problem.
But that sets you up for here.
This here is the problem.
Yeah, that's what maybe, you know what I
You know what
mean?
would
Yeah.
make this so much easier if we had, like.
A TV screen.
Well, actually, between us, it'd probably work pretty well. Like Falcon, Commodore, set up STV.
Car park.
And
Yeah.
a big. Oh, I don't think it's that big. We can try.
Like, we can do sections.
Yeah, but like if we could all like run some laps and put some testing into it, hey, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we all run the line, we film the lines, and then we pick the points between them and make everyone go for that.
'Cause-
It'd be
Yeah.
challenging
Probably
for everyone.
one
Yeah,
thing Jeff
yeah.
didn't mention in the briefing is if you have your ideas and opinions, come see me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and-
But everyone has a different.
Yes, and that's the
Yeah.
where people just go, oh, should I say something? And a couple people did.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then as soon as we're gonna have like a bit of a group chat going on, people going, oh, I was thinking of this and thinking of that, and I'm like,
Missed the boat.
should have
They
said
should have
something.
brought it up
You know what I
at
mean?
the time.
Yeah.
There's no more
Because
practice days, huh?
that's it, bro.
Is there practice in the morning?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there?
2 hours, I think there is.
I don't know.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Not
I
for
was-
32 drivers.
Not for me and a Sora that I've driven once.
You'll be right, mate.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll follow you out.
Oi, my car's going to be completely different too. Bigger turbo.
Oh,
new
we'll
ECU.
crash into each other
Yeah,
before.
sounds good.
Yeah. No,
Swap
like,
each other out. You
But
get on the beers, yeah.
on the fence, just
Yeah. Many bangs.
I'm pretty certain it's a non-alcoholic event. No,
Oh.
no BYO.
Yeah,
we
we're going to
want,
go to the drags.
we want to
from
have more there. So once we've crashed all of our cars, we'll be at the drags.
We'll have the drone up there. Yeah.
eliminated off to the drags.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, like, even one day we're out there, I had
Yeah.
Cody with me,
Yeah.
and he actually drove my car trying to envision, say, for example, I'm calling this my line because this is what I was talking about to Cody, our line.
Yeah.
And he even said, he goes, I can't get it. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. He come down to the same thing that Ben said.
Was this Carl's line in the morning when the boys were trying to get out to this?
They did have something set up, but it was like over yonder. It was
Yeah,
well out of
okay.
the.
See,
It was really hard.
Even on that S
Yeah.
bend, if you manage to get that corner a bit deeper, you'd even put the point here for the back end.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
means you actually got to throw the car into here to get around the corner.
Yeah.
But Cody did the run virtually how you're talking, and he got to here. And exactly what you said, Ben. He goes, this just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And I said, it's because you're wrong coming into this corner. And we spoke. He probably did 3 or 4 more runs, and then he can correct me if my memory's wrong. But he goes, I see what you're doing, and if you can get the car to that point, it actually worked very well.
Honestly, if you set the track up, like, however, in your way, my way, his way,
It's going to be different to someone else.
Everyone's going to be different. But in saying that, we have a big pad where we can actually move the zones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other track, you've just got to drive to suit.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, and I think,
very
like
good
I
point.
said, I think this should be a little bit harder. And I drove the Ute out there, and I thought, yeah, all right, I can get this.
Yeah.
I might get in the Sora and go, how do I get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
it could be
like two
different
different
story.
cars,
Yeah.
two different driving styles.
And
it
it-
can be very different. But I think that's good. That makes it challenging. That means people
And
have
the-
to prove that they can adapt. And
Yeah.
And the reason
when they
like,
build that track down the thing, you're not going to be able to go, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I might move that,
Yeah.
I might move
Yeah.
that corner over there. It's just
Yeah,
you're
it is
just
what
going
it
to
is,
have
bro.
to learn. Like
Yeah.
I need to get that car there, and I think that that ups
Makes it
people's-
challenging.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
ups your skill in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
in the long
and
run.
that's what you're kind of chasing. Hey, like every time
Yeah.
you drive your car, you go like you learn something.
Well,
I
that's
try
why
to.
with this line, like I was when I sort of did this, what I was trying to do on my car is actually drift this corner without sort of getting off the power too much,
Yeah.
but slow the car enough to make this transition.
Yeah.
Where
See-
before I never would have even thought of doing it.
I'll tell you
yeah,
what.
you know what I mean?
See, for
I'll
me,
tell you
them,
what.
them outer zones, that's difficult for me. But if you laid that out there, I would spend my entire day just driving and driving
Yeah.
and driving
Yeah.
until I could do it. And I think that's what we should run at. Although 2 hours practice is a bit rough. Might have to.
Yeah.
2.5.
I'll tell you what Jeff wants.
Actual that for
though.
Adin.
Jeff wants to put a show on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the track he's trying to design is a show track. For our very first comp, I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wants people to come back for the next one, make it a little bit more challenging. Come back for the next one. Hey, you boys knew what you done in the last one. We're going to change it up a bit.
Yeah.
So the first track needs to be a show track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people go, oh fuck, that was sick. You know what I mean? And then people will get better and better as the track slowly moves as well.
Yeah.
So,
And-
so to find that happy medium with righto zones, quality of drivers, audience being happy what they're seeing, it is a very hard task.
And you know,
Yeah.
like Jeff
Yeah.
has done a really good job. Hey?
He has done a
Oh,
really
yeah.
good job.
He has.
And
Like,
For someone who
Oh,
can't drift for shit.
Yeah, no.
but he,
I don't care if you drive the Falcon. Get in a car.
Yeah, get in the car.
Show us
Jeffrey.
what's up.
like,
I know.
Jeff, I will when my car's running. I will change the seat, and you can drive my car.
He fits in the seat.
He said he didn't.
He doesn't like your car.
He likes the wing though.
Make
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
I'd make myself.
He put that wing on label.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah,
I-
one point to remember with all this is everyone does drive differently.
Yeah.
My idea to this track, that actually suits my idea for the track and the way my car's set up.
Yeah.
Your car's set up different to Sora. Your Commodore might not like that. Your 33 is a boat, so
Well-
it's going to be over here with Jeff.
In the
I
dam.
can draw it in here.
The dam's
Like,
really over here though, guys. Don't think the dam's over there. But when I'm drifting on a practice day, I'm always putting my nose in here.
Yeah, and I find it hard to follow you there.
Yeah. Well, I'm losing now. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more
You're
toe
the
than me.
first person I ever chased in a like tandem drift.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was sick. It's on video too.
Yeah, I do have
Sorry,
video of
guys.
that. And it's
Headphone
me
warning.
just like sweating and panting with no aircon, trying to keep up with a car that makes twice as much horsepower as me. It's so much fun.
That was awesome,
and
bro. Yeah.
Still, like you run a different line to me.
Yeah.
And I think I think on the day, if you just run that and everyone
Yeah.
tries to work to suit,
Yeah,
you know, it might be
All
better
on
for
the
some
track.
people. It might not work better for some people, but I think that's you need to make it a little bit hard
Yeah.
to make it challenging
Yeah.
to separate people. You know what I mean? Because if you make this line so easy that you find that happy medium. Because I think this has changed my opinion too. At the start, I said find a happy medium, but no, throw that out the window.
Yeah.
Like make a setup, make people drive it.
Yeah.
and then
And-
people
Well,
will either get it.
It is a pro comp.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
one of the-
You will
one of-
either put the car in the
Yeah.
zone or you won't, and that's what
One
will
of-
separate you. That's your points. That's how
Yeah,
you'll
well,
be
you can't have
judged.
32 drivers getting 100
just-
points on qualifying.
Yeah,
can you?
how many one more
Yeah.
times can we have?
Yeah, all of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, okay.
How many days you got that track for?
One of my thing I said to Brad, like it's hard. I said it is hard this being the first comp that they're ever throwing.
Yeah.
But at some point you've got to draw the line, like you said. That's the track. You guys are the drivers. Learn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as much as we can all sit here and be like this line, that line, you're 100%. You know what I mean? Like it's meant to be a competition. You know, there's no point in having the track so. You're right, having the track so that anyone can drive it.
Yeah.
You know, let's put some challenge to it so that way it is actually a show.
Yeah.
Because if you actually follow it a little bit, and you know what you're looking at, having the cars do some different things is going to blow some other people's minds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how the hell are they like full bake, but the car just slow 20 kilometers an hour?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like things or
Yeah.
whatever.
I at the start I kind of did say like
Happy
find a happy medium, but now I think about it like no, it's a pro comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the amateur comp maybe like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
people that are still learning but it'd still be as challenging for them as pro drivers. We got a lot of high class people coming to this. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
really cool cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like
Definitely.
it's going to be exciting. Hey,
Yeah.
even if I don't drive, I'm on the fence. I'm ready to go.
I'm actually
I'm
waiting.
sneaking booze in. I'm ready.
I'm waiting to get knocked out.
Well, there's
like,
still 4
and then-
spots left. So
Oh,
if you
nothing
are
left.
keen, guys,
No. We'll wait till I get the Sora done.
I've got 3 spots.
three
left.
spots
3
left.
spots.
Yeah, he's going to get it done, Braz. He's gonna
No,
get it done.
2 spots. Stiffy's going to make it.
3 spots left.
If Stiffy's coming, I don't know if I want to come.
The charity bucket.
Where's the charity
The
bucket?
charity bucket didn't do well on the weekend.
I didn't.
Yeah, 'cause you changed it.
Because I didn't take it. I forgot. But I am going to change it. Jason Muller
Yeah.
Needs a muffler.
Needs a muffler.
Bad.
Yeah.
we are going to put in and buy him a muffler.
Is that the reason why he can't drive?
No, he can drive, but
Oh.
his car is
I
loud, bro.
I have picked Jason Muller as one of my favourites for that comp.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Man, that
Dark horse.
That car,
350Z
Dark horse
and-
worked well.
And he drives phenomenally. He's one of my favourite people to drive with. He is really good. And watching him with the fastest car.
That's the Stiffy one. You got that pen there, mate?
Yeah, bro.
You got that pen?
So,
the fastest
are
car
we-
I've seen on track on the practice day, he was keeping within a stock lead.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
Mine's
want to
doing
point anything
incredible.
more out on the track?
Sorry?
There was confusion about start line inside outside car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the lead car starts on the outside, then it means that he's got to overtake the slower car on the inside. Is that correct? But it would also put the chase car in for a perfect position.
Yeah, I think it kind of does overtake, but if the chase car is jumping, if they're waiting for the lead car to jump and then they're sort of going to jump with him,
Yeah.
that should give the lead car hopefully a little bit of an edge.
Sorry to
Plus-
interrupt,
Yeah, go.
guys, but Jason needs a muffler fund. so if you guys want to jump on board, there's already about $12.
Sorry, Stiffy.
Sorry, Steph, we didn't quite get you there, but yeah, Jason needs a muffler fund. Jump on it, guys. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it is the chase car's job to follow, mimic, do all the things that the lead car's doing.
Yeah.
So if the chase car is going to get greedy going into here, and not let the chase car get into position,
Yeah.
isn't that just simple point docs?
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I
what's-
mean?
What is the go there? What happens
It
if
is
the
a
chase
very
car...
short run up, hey. It might be kind of
I actually thought
originally.
originally I
Yeah.
thought the start was going to be out of that normal spot.
Nah, because people are lighting up, and you can't light it up inside the clubhouse zone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Would it be better if they started from here? Like FD start straight on, have the lead car do a little zigzag, come out, hit the cones, 3 strikes, you're gone.
So
I don't
Yeah.
think it's long enough for the zigzag to get set up.
No, probably not.
No.
So
Right.
From there's good.
all I
but
noticed
Did you guys have it
here,
backwards?
we probably needed another cone to slow the lead driver. So you actually did zigzag, because on the day they were literally a drag race.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did say that to Jeff. I said I was really keen to put a cone out just to see what happened. But I didn't, because I was having so much fun. I was just saying, hey, next car, yeah. But I did notice that, and then when the group chat come up with it, I was like, oh shit, I should have done something, you know.
So you're one of those people that didn't voice it when you were there.
No,
Yeah.
I got the having fun better than me. Yeah, it was a quick like enter my mind, and that was it. So
Yeah.
But if I don't know, I missed a little bit of that. I was getting the fun.
Trying
with
to
it.
kill
Yeah.
the VQ
But if this
noises.
car can actually do a zigzag out, it's going to slow him up, and then he's actually going to get
In behind him.
in behind him. So I don't know to leave it, or on the morning of practice
Switch it around and give it a go.
we switch around and give it a go,
I think-
and then we let the drivers go. What do you want to do?
Is it-
Actually, no, we're not gonna let the drivers fucking do anything.
Let the,
He's got no say.
that needs to be determined by the judges.
Yes,
the
that's right.
judges will have
That's
to make
right.
that call.
Who's judging the comp?
You? Nah, I actually don't know the names, but I think it's a couple of Drift HQ guys.
Yeah, and Timmy Rogers.
And Timmy Rogers. Yeah.
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 So
Timmy Rogers done the Archie, Grubber Grand. He judged that.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure he's a good judge, because Gaffo got second.
That's
so.
what I was going to say.
Nah, you go good. You go
Gaffo
good,
get
Timmy.
third, and
Oh,
Bryce got
third.
second.
Oh, that's
no,
what-
Gaffo was second.
Oh, Bryce was third.
I was at Gaffo's house the other day, and he showed me a set of tyres like Rapids that just like delaminated. He's like, "That's why I lost."
Oh,
So I was like, "Oh yeah, that's why you got second up."
it wasn't the
Yeah, I'm
radiator
pretty sure he was
squirting out
second.
water everywhere. Yeah, so Timmy Rogers and 2 HQ Drift HQ boys, which they're all experienced drifters.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. So if they can refine the start, that'd be great. And then literally this is up to you and Jeff and Scotty to refine the track that morning.
Was it
Are,
really?
are you
It is what it
driving?
is.
You're driving the comp.
Well,
Hopefully.
I think you can only make track decisions if you're not driving.
oh
No,
that's
that is
that's
actually a
true.
very good point, because I was going to say, after you said
Because if
about...
you make this line, you're good all day.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in that
not.
case, I need
How
to
am I
know.
going to get there?
okay. So the inner point's here now, and we're gonna get out of here.
I think...
No,
you know what I think we need to do on the day
Yeah.
is, because the judges are probably more experienced, and probably half of us are going to be there.
Yeah.
Not the other half, they've got plenty of experience.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe we could we get them out there and run a couple of lines, throw them in some of the cars maybe, and just be like, look, we're going to go run a quick couple of lines. Where do you want the clipping points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And then you can do a lap, and they can be
That
like,
decision can be made in 15 minutes.
they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that way they're in the car then, they're not walking it.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, can you
and-
try and
and
put
like-
can you try and put the car in that position or this position?
Yeah. Well, because being in the car is way different than
Yeah,
walking it.
like you
Way
said when you were
different, yeah.
like standing out there, you're
Yeah.
like, and remember on that learner day, I was like, man,
Yeah.
you're going to need to drive this first to see if this is achievable. Because when
Yeah.
I'm on the ground, I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It might even come down to it. Maybe if the judges are experienced as they are, maybe we need to put one of them in someone's car and be like, hey, do a quick lap and see what you reckon.
Yeah.
They might not even drift. They might just drive it and be like, at this speed, there, because they've been there, they've done it.
Yeah.
We got all these opinions.
You know what would make that really interesting? The first 3 cars out of scrutineering go for that.
That'd
be
Before
cool.
anything starts,
Yeah.
and that's where the judges get to make their pick, and
Yeah.
that will make it very interesting.
That would be,
Yeah.
that would be actually
Yeah.
cool.
And
And-
I think that's what we need to do. I think
and
we
this-
need to,
and that-
is this CQ's first drift
Yeah.
battle event? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's crazy, hey.
Not only
Yeah,
is this,
it's so
this
exciting.
the first one, this is the
Sponsored by
Australia,
Fish and Drift.
this is the
Yeah.
Australia's biggest drifting podcast.
Yeah.
We are talking about the biggest prize money, I believe.
Yep. Biggest
it's
prize
pretty
money in
decent, yeah.
Central Queensland.
Yeah. It's the only- Slightly better than Archie. Drive up, bring it on, give us money.
So the prize money is bigger than Archie. I don't know what QR do for Drift Masters. What's their prize money?
No, Driftmaster is the Driftmaster series though. It's different. I
So they
think.
don't
It's
do prize
different
money
again.
on the day?
No, I think they do prize money, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not like I don't think it's a QR comp. It's a Driftmasters thing.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the biggest prize money in Queensland.
If they had done this years ago, I probably would have kept my license.
$2.5 grand for the win.
Yeah.
There you
Big
go.
money, eh? That'll pay off
Well, look-
fines.
I'll put if
Yeah,
I,
guys.
if someone wants to spot Jason the muffler,
Yeah.
if I win, I'll repay you the money. There you go. If I position,
So if
place-
Jason buys his own muffler, you'll pay for it
yes.
if you win.
If I place anywhere,
Okay, so you and Jason in the final.
I don't know.
Is
if
he going to lose on purpose so you pay for his muffler?
no, maybe. I'll leave that way. If I win, I'll pay for his muffler.
So
I'll pay
Jason,
for it before the event so I don't have to listen to it all day.
yeah.
You send me your pay ID, Jason. I will send it straight through, bro.
There you go, right? Look, the fun works.
And
I'm going to buy a VQ and it's going to get so many mufflers it's not funny.
Mufflers on mufflers. Oh, jeez. Right, what do you reckon? We've
I think we've covered the track.
Yeah.
Benny, you good?
Yeah.
Aiden, you good?
Yeah.
But on all serious,
I think we should
Where's-
do that. Like the first 3 cars out of Scroot run
that
the track.
actually, yeah, I think
That
that's
would
cool.
make everything
Yeah.
very.
And like even if
And then no one's personal opinions in it. Hey, it's like you
Yeah.
drive to make that
That's right.
work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Well, the
right.
Drift
Look
H,
at that green, bro.
the Drift HQ
That's
boys
nice
wouldn't have
green,
seen the
eh?
track
So
before
beautiful.
either.
Nah,
Mixing with
nah.
So it'd be all new
Yeah.
to them, and they'd be like, "You should be here, here, here,
Yeah.
here," and then everyone has to drive.
The only
to
thing
that.
they've seen is the video that I'll put up on the weekend.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it. So,
and
Yeah.
once you get there and you're in a car, it's totally different.
yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
and I think like you could borderline it whether those 3 drivers drive it. I still think we try and put a judge in a car,
Yeah.
whether he
Yeah,
drifts
that's
or
what
not.
he's saying, yeah.
Like
Three
those 3
judges in
cars.
the first 3 cars.
Oh, with you.
come
Sorry.
out of scrutiny.
For some reason, I thought you meant like the 3 scrutinyed cars are like.
No.
Nah,
The-
nah,
the
nah.
3 judges in the first
Yeah.
3 cars that come out of scrutiny area.
Yeah. And
Go for the laps and set the track,
And
and then
yeah.
everyone, because they'll cross it between them 3 cars,
Yeah.
and then everyone has to drive to that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
it'll
pretty cool.
change the first 3 cars. And everyone will have, and that will make it very interesting.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great idea.
yeah.
Yeah. Another issue that come up was the old tyre rule lately.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of that.
I
They're
personally.
like, what do they say? Like 220 tread rail. I was like, that's a semi-slick, isn't it? Like what?
Yeah, I personally
Almost
wish
200s
everybody out there.
I swear, I swear
see
you
the
buy a
group chat.
semi-slick that's like 240 or 260 or something.
Well, it turns out you can because
Well,
Zach Nova make them.
So yeah.
That's what you're running in that ute.
Nah.
No.
No.
Not
I'm not rich enough for them.
Yeah. So they make them up to a 240,
Yeah.
which
right.
is awesome for a semi-slick.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a few boys did find that loophole. So they said, so the minimum or maximum, minimum's 220,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there's semi-slicks that are 240.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, what can we do here? So, but at the end of the day, the rule is it's got to be a radial. So if it's advertised as semi-slick, sorry, you can't buy it.
Yeah.
So it's got a few boys up in arms, like thought they'll go, oh wait up, we're on to something here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, yeah,
It helps
think-
keep the playing field even as well.
yeah. So
Because like some cars may need the semi slicks more than others,
yeah,
but some cars also don't need the semi slicks, and they'll probably be the ones that'll end up on them, and they'll just cruise away from everyone, power
yeah.
off.
yeah.
I think you should be allowed to run a bigger tyre. Having
No,
a
you got to
ute.
make it all even.
No,
It's more rewarding.
To make it
it's
even,
more
you
rewarding.
need a bigger tyre.
It's more rewarding when I beat Carl then.
That's fair.
you know what he did for more grip. You know what he did for more grip? He put the tailgate back on.
Yeah, extra
Well, wait.
weight in the rear.
He's going to rock up with the ute just loaded with concrete bags.
That's what we said on the last potty. He goes, when I'm drifting, I feel like I'm in one spot. I'm like, concrete. Yeah, so, yeah, the tyre rule there, it's obviously there for a reason.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, being the first comp once again, it's hard to go, righto, you're in a Corolla, you can have bloody, I don't know how it works, but 265s, I know it'd be the other way around. I don't know, but yeah, you're in a Ford, you can have this. You're in a Silver, you can have
Well,
this.
that's how Gaffo got top 2 at Archie.
Yeah.
Because he's allowed to run a bigger tyre.
He's
That's why
yeah.
he beat everyone.
Allowed to run 265s.
Not because he's any good, but just because
Yeah.
of that.
And they worked out off
for shit.
a weight
Yeah.
restriction, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
had
so.
to be over a certain weight so you could run a wider tyre.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
see, like, so you
Then
said,
how would you
what-
go about weighing cars and that?
Well,
Like, we don't have a
say
weigh station
say
in
you had
Benaraby.
a BA Falcon,
Yeah.
and it was stripped to the arse, and it weighed less than a Sylvia, but he's allowed on 265s. Now,
Gaffo, he's calling you out.
on to you, Gaffo, because he's the one. He's one that perked up about this.
Was he?
Yeah, and yeah, it's just too hard to police.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? For a first comp, I think we just got to go righto. This is it. 245s, radials, and let's just work from there.
Yeah.
Let's just see what works. You know
And
what I mean?
that's fair because
Yeah.
I've pulled 450 kilos out of my BA.
Yeah, yeah,
I weighed it on the dump
There you go.
scales when I was going to drop it off there.
yeah,
But no, like actual, that car has like 400 kilos cut out
Yeah.
of it because I cut everything out of it.
When Jeff gets out of the
interior
car,
is
it's the
very
same.
heavy.
Yeah.
Rough. Like me and Jeff, sorry.
See, I don't understand it a little bit because, like, my brain, when you talk about how the bigger, heavier car was allowed a bigger tyre, wouldn't it have more grip on a, because it's heavier than a lighter car with a...
I think their point is like at Archie or whatever.
Yeah.
Gaffo told me like I can run a bigger tyre because I'm in a Falcon. If you put a Falcon and an S13 on the same tyre, you know what's going to happen. The 13's got
So
way
a
more.
215 on the A86 is
Yeah.
massive. So it's going to push that car.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
245 on it.
I'm just thinking like weight-wise, like I've been in a couple of cars that are heavier than mine that run a smaller rear tyre than mine, but I reckon they're faster than mine. Like, and my car only feels faster with a bigger tyre on it because it hasn't got the grip in the back end to get it down like a heavier car does.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
That's how my brain works.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can get it. I think it, once again, depends on the driver. You're just making rules for people that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly just like this is the rule.
yeah.
But the
and
tyre,
that's pretty much what
and that's it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you got, then we set our cars up to suit that rule.
Yeah.
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 In that group chat, I noticed last night the Ray Lee, the guy that used to run Ray Lee comps,
Yep.
was in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had the exactly same rule: 245 radials. You don't like it, piss off, pretty much.
I think even for that,
You know what I mean?
like that, what was it, the LZ comp, the American one?
Yeah,
They were all made to run the same tyre.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
But
a
in-
tyre that
in
brand.
America-
Sponsored by
yeah,
Nidal or
Yeah,
whatever.
in America,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't, that brand on me is like, hey, we're going to sponsor the event. Here's 400 tyres for all the competitors.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and honestly,
Rapid, we're calling you out.
honestly, we would love to
No,
get to
but
that
please
point.
feel free.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We would love to get to that point, but it's got
Yeah.
to start with the first comp. So
yeah.
and we are on the hound of getting that new track built.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's going to be so cool, eh? I am so keen.
So-
Doesn't that start, like, they've already
There's no
started
moving
earthworks.
zones
Well, the council's pulled the old. Let's see how this goes, guys.
Have they?
And we'll get to it.
Is that because of the Rocky Nats?
I'm not sure. Not sure exactly.
But that is good in a way
Right.
because they want to see if this is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Because that means that's going to.
But I don't know why they want. This is just word on the street. I don't know why they're going to rely just on the drifting club.
Because we're going to put on the best show.
Well,
What's
Because
the
we're-
driver training facility
we're
going to do?
weekly.
I mean, the driver training
Drifters are
people, not
weekly,
the
hey?
facility.
Yeah. Like, drag races can't afford to blow up the motor every week. Only
No,
drifters
well,
can.
yeah.
No,
yeah. So that's
did-
why we need as many spectators as possible. We
We need to
need
make it go off.
We need this to go off. So the future of
Look,
drifting still
even-
goes off.
Even if you don't understand the track and it looks boring, just scream and have a good time anyway.
Yeah.
Scream out, fish
Look
and
at Carl's
drifts.
pretty car.
Yeah,
Amazing.
woo. Be the best looking car there, I reckon.
No way. Have you seen his BA?
Yeah, Brad called me when he was doing this and he's like, how do you get them over fenders on, bro?
Yeah. Tech
You
screws.
buy me 20 cans of Bundy rum and I'll show you.
Tech screws for days.
No, they told me I need taillights to run, and I was like, I'll show you taillights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that I can't run without hazards and a brake light. And I was
Is that for Benaraby?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just get some little LED lights from like JS and just screw them on the back.
I got drunk and went and cut the quarter panel off another one, and then got drunk and just tack welded it. You should see it, bro. It's
Actually, I think I have seen it.
Did you look at it and go, wow, that's amazing?
It went
I-
viral.
What redneck come
Actually,
up
no,
with
I
that?
have seen it, and I was honestly impressed. And I was like, that is the best idea I have seen in a long time.
I've never used welder. I was just
Yeah, we
drinking
could
Bundy
tell.
rum,
It
and I
didn't-
was like,
It couldn't have been that bad because it didn't fall off.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
because of the
still on
pop
there.
rivets I put in it when I sobered up.
Didn't trust the welds.
Safety
No.
first, bruh.
Yeah, no, that car was pretty caved in, but good.
Yeah. You're halves of that car with Chris. Yeah. Got his own YouTube channel.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chris and Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You featured in a fair bit, mate? Or?
I'm not really sure.
No. Don't watch it.
Like, not
I only
sober.
watch Fish and Drifts, that's it.
Yeah, this will
Nah.
go live now.
Chris is a good mate of mine, and you know, like when he said, I found this, I was like, oh yeah, we'll go halves in that, and we've
Yeah.
just gone halves in everything. Hey, like the lock kit and all
Yeah.
the other stuff we've done to it. And it does make it a lot more achievable for us.
Yeah.
And because the Falcon is the most reliable car in the world, we just go lap for lap for lap all day.
Yeah.
It does make me
drivers
a bit jealous.
Yeah, that's and you want to drive that much. You know, like you tow the car down, you pay for all the tyres, you want to use them all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And even I think the last event we had, I owe Nick Flintoff like 3 sets of tyres or something because his car broke, so I used all his.
Yeah, right. How good's that?
Yeah.
I'm not for Nick.
Yeah, I'm broke. Sorry, bro.
But Chris can drive.
Yes.
I've noticed because
Yeah.
I've been in Benaraby days and he's got that BA pretty close to the skyline. I was going wide for him. I wanted to get him in, you know.
I don't believe it. Every time I
You
followed
would not-
you, you don't go wide at all.
Oh,
Me and
It's
Chris
like
have
front-
argued
I'm
about
trying to
this
run
everywhere.
away from you.
Me and Chris have argued about this. Hey, like
Yeah.
there was because you know we split the driving. I seen the Falcon go out and chase you down. I was
Yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
And then I went out and tried to chase you, and I was like, that looked harder. And then we've watched the videos. You're on the brake with Chris.
I was.
You were trying a lot harder when I was driving, and that was my first ever tandem. Hey,
Dude, you were spot on because when Chris come out, I was like, I'll just go wide and slow, let him in. And then when you come out, I thought it was Chris in the car again. I was like, we'll show him what the fucking sky can do. and I didn't even know it was you in the car until
Yeah.
later on. Yeah.
that was my first ever tandem. Hey,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you can call it that.
And like you know,
Just both out there on the same time.
Yeah. He's on this half of the track.
one of my favourite things with sharing the car is me and him push each other. Hey,
Yeah.
like I run for a lap and he goes, really? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, as if. And then he does something. And I'm like, whatever. And then we just go at each other
Yeah.
all day. And
That's good.
Yeah.
both of us are at the point, like we didn't take the Falcon to the last one because we both want to move into something more. We've hit the limit of the Falcon.
Right,
If,
so-
if anyone can get that Falcon around that track as fast as
What's
Chris,
your budget? I know a good S13 is for sale. Not that one.
What, are you selling his car on him?
It's on Facebook.
Don't sell it.
which one's this?
That video I showed you of the that one.
Hey, it's on Marketplace, Anthony's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
He's selling his S13.
Really?
yeah. He wants to adult and buy a house.
I didn't know you could COVID tax by 2. No thanks.
And then he's going to downgrade to a BMW.
Is it? Oh. Well, that'd be slow for him. I wish him luck changing rear cradles and welding the floor back together.
He goes, oh, just a stock, BMW, the handbrake. I go, dude, have you ever drifted a stock BMW with handbrake? He's like, nah. I'm like, you're going to hate yourself.
I do. I drove.
Going from an S13 with an RB25.
That thing
nearly,
like sauce too.
yeah,
It's
pushing
spicy.
500.
Yeah.
Nearly 500. He,
Oh, if he buys
it
a
won't be the
320i.
same. Drifting won't be the same for
I
him.
drove at Matsuri. Benny Gale jumped in my car back when it was white, and I jumped in his RB30E 31.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I have a drive of this. He pulled all the liners out of I think it was a bride seat, so it was just an aluminium frame.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I don't fit. He's like, you'll fit after the first corner. And he was right.
Yeah.
As it shimmy sort of in.
Yeah.
And dude, I remember went out and he's like, oh, I'll chase you. I said, fuck yeah, I'm down for this. I said, hell yes, I'm down with this. I dropped swearing one time. And I threw into the first corner and I was like, and I felt like the RB30 torque, like, oh, here we go. Hit 4 grand and just stalled like, all the power. And I was like, how the hell does he drive this thing?
Yeah.
But I was like, it honestly felt like a go-kart. It actually it turned and gripped really well. Handbrake, clutching, extra gears, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm spoilt driving a car with power.
So, you don't realise how good it is until you get it taken away from you.
So
I've done exactly the same thing.
So upgrading cars, is that what you're trying to say? You're gonna
that's the goal.
go from the BA
Yeah, we're done with the BA
to an AU, obviously, if you're upgrading. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
solid axle.
AU House sponsored.
Yeah.
Broomstick factory.
Broomstick factory.
Honestly, my
Broomstick.
lock kit.
Yeah.
Like the Gaffer has the same one. That's how he won that competition.
Yeah, there
Mr.
you go,
Broomstick.
Yeah.
He just gets on that welder bed, and like I swear to God, he just drinks piss at my house and slaps that together somehow.
There you go.
Works.
Everything he's ever told me, I drop that car off a trailer, works perfect.
Yeah.
He's a big supporter of me. I
Yeah.
love him to bits. Everything
Awesome.
that I've ever needed,
Awesome.
looks after me.
So the question is, these competitions at Benaraby, has that driven you guys to get better cars?
Yeah.
It has.
So like between me and Chris has had his 32 for a long time.
Yeah.
And
Is that 4-door?
yeah,
Yeah.
4-door one. Like
Yeah.
I have photos of that thing on its side. It's a track car, but he wants to get it painted and make it pretty. I was like, I know a guy. Did a good job with this one.
Yeah, I
But
get it.
you know, I don't want him to paint it. I want him to treat it like a bucket so that we can, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to auto sell on cars.
So me,
Yeah.
so like my whole driving history was Chris, and we're always competing against each other.
Yeah.
If he paints that car and gets angry at me for slapping tyre marks on it, I'm going to be upset. I want it to be a bucket so me and him can keep up this challenge.
Yeah,
like,
for sure, bro.
like,
For sure.
and-
Banging.
you know, he's been driving my cars for years. I've been driving his. We
Yeah.
can.
You know what I really
I can
want to
chase him down into VQ and he'd be like, I can do that, and then we'd swap cars and go up Benaraby all day.
Yeah.
And that just pushes you as a driver. I love driving with this.
Yeah.
you're talking about like not having the cars pretty, so you do that. Like for ages, I've wanted to just try and find 2 beaters.
Yeah.
And I actually want to get like either paint or stickers or Nico pen, doesn't matter. And I want to draw zones on the car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Targets.
and you get points for front wheel rubs.
Yeah. Have you ever seen?
Let's go. I'm going right here. I need to see that. I'm going here.
Righto, right on that.
Maybe.
Is that permanent?
Hey.
The permanent?
BA Falcon right there.
BA?
In the flutes.
BA. BA.
Yeah. But like, I've wanted to do that for ages, and like I remember like one of my mate got his car going again and went to Matsuri and it just played up. I was like, dude, I will legit put tape marks on the side of my car. I said, if you can touch them, I'll give you free tyres every time you get to certain spots.
Yeah.
But his
I'll
car,
take that deal.
his car
Let's
played
go.
up, so he has no tyres.
That's good training.
What did you learn to drive in? Like, what did your drifting start in?
A86.
Yeah.
My very
You're kidding! You're joking!
my very first car was an A86 when
That
I
one,
was 17. No, this one.
He's in initial D. It's
It's a Kumi.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, better turn in Japanese just so it seems legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna buy you a tofu crate.
I prefer pork belly, but yeah. So yeah, my first car A86. My best mate had one as well. He put a 4A GZE in it, the supercharged.
Yeah.
4A in it. And yeah, so he had that. I had just the 4AC, the little carby motor I'm building over there. Stock as a rock. Lucky to have 80 horsepower. And we met Stiffy back in the day. We're all 17, 18.
Yeah.
And Quarrel turn off, bro. That was us.
Mexico.
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
did Stiffy used to own a little white BMW then?
Nah, he had a Cephie then.
He had a
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think you've probably got a few years on me.
Yeah.
I remember one of my mates bought this little E30 BMW, and he
Yeah.
said Stiffy used to own it. And
Yeah,
like, when
okay.
we were like 17,
I never remember him having a beam.
No, I don't remember having a Beamer.
I could
But
I
be
don't
totally
think
wrong.
he was that silly.
Oh,
I think, honestly, to kids like
He
us
doesn't
at
like-
that
Was it
point,
white or silver?
He doesn't like working on cars, so he probably
Because
did
I'm
it.
pretty certain his mate had a silver BMW that he used to drive sometimes.
Yeah, right. No, it was a little white
Yeah.
one interior gutted out of it.
Yeah.
RX-7 seats.
Yeah.
That made me fall in love with BMWs, and then I bought one and hated them. But, but like, and to be fair, I'm pretty sure people could have been lying to us. They're like, oh, Stiffy used to own that. It's a mad drift car. Because when we were like 17, we were like, oh, Stiffy, he's mad. I've seen him on the internet like doing drifts down the drag strip and that. Like,
Yeah.
he was loose. That was cool.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, that's where it
But
all
like
started with us. Yeah.
that little E30 BMW, it was set up really well. Like BC coilovers, no power steering, and that was one of my favourite cars to drift. Hey, like that thing moved.
Yeah, okay.
And it was like scary because you could just like that was the first car I ever drove with lock, and you could just hang it off lock, drive it like 90 degrees sideways, and then just never spin out.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big learning curve for me, that one.
I wish Jeff was here to hear that. You were like, nah, you're too slow. Yeah, so pretty much, but I put a turbo motor in the 8.6 and I blew it up 3 times in 4 months and I never got it on the track. Yeah, so, and then pretty much I sold out, got into the 4B scene. I started buying Skylines again, but I went all full auto salon, fucking scissor doors. That's when Fast and Furious was cool.
No,
Yeah. So
Were they $3,000 then?
no, I bought, how's this, right? The 40th anniversary Series 2 R33 for $8,000. The thing was immaculate condition. And here I go, put a 34 front on it, fucking big wide body kit, T-wing hanging off it, scissor doors. Yeah, and then at that time met a girl. She wanted to travel, this, that. Anyway, girls ruin your life. And then obviously there's a girl over there. She's going like this.
He didn't mean that.
Yeah.
He didn't agree, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
I'm not
agree. He
doing
didn't
anything,
agree.
It's okay.
Sold out, traveled the world a bit, came back, and then bought a Skyline for $2,500. It was another Series 2, and it was just RB25 standard turbo.
Yeah.
And that's how cheap they were, bro.
Yeah.
They were on the side of the road. No one
Yeah.
wanted a 33 because they were like the VT Commodore of imports.
Yeah. And I
And-
loved them. I'm like, these cars $2,500. They looked sick to me. I loved it. Yeah. That's it. Show everyone. There you go.
It's not like an actual 33 thing because I didn't want people to think I was weird. But there is a 33 tattooed on me because I love them cars so much.
Yeah.
They're like the most gorgeous thing.
Yeah. And then I got this car because I was living in Melbourne at the time where I bought this, and I got this car ready for Calder Park. Answer it on the potty.
I don't think you want that.
Yeah.
That's my fabricator.
Oh.
Mr. Broomstick's got words to say.
Oh, Broomstick, get him on. And I got this car ready for Calder. I was literally like 1 week away. I had to just weld the diff. And I was going to start drifting Calder Park. Broke up with the missus. Another missus. This is another missus. I got nowhere to put this car. Boom, sold it the next day for $1,700. Dead set, because I just had to get rid of it. Yeah. And then finally come back here after like 8 years, and then got back into it, bought the Skyline. Yeah, so that's me drifting history, bro. Like,
Does it hurt?
literally nothing.
Well, you do pretty well, hey? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's alright.
since I was like 15, 16, hey, I've just been into it. Just
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of street shit, but
And
Yeah.
like, it's the same as you, bro. I had a VL Commodore,
Yeah.
Bellina, but full red Madeira interior, like the rarest
Yeah, right.
showroom condition. I sold it for $1,600, and then they wrote it off. No
Yeah.
big deal at the time. Now that's a big deal.
yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
What about you? What's yours first?
It's not as cool as you guys. Well, her name was
His name.
So I actually started doing hood rat stuff in a 1992 Rodeo Ute.
Whoa.
It was cool. I blew the diff up in it. We used to go doing like drifty boys on dirt roads.
You gonna
because
finish the podcast now, mate?
I can. But anyway,
Let's hear about the red day.
it was pretty fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it used to do the awesomest one-leggers. In the rain, it would actually drift on bitumen.
Yeah.
And I just love throwing that around. Like, me and a mate, he had one as well. we used to drive out of town to these dirt roads with like big S bends, and you just drive in second gear, waiting for the car to roll. Like, it was amazing. So then I also got rid of that. Got into Commodore that didn't drift. Wrote it off. Not trying to drift. Just driving it.
These two boys going, what, you couldn't drift for Commodore? Serious?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
60th anniversary.
They go backwards, mate.
This one
Backwards into corners.
This one went backwards into a tree, mate. It didn't drift.
The wet weather got him.
It did.
It went backwards. It went backwards. Had to drift at some
The
point.
open diff went single double and you binned it.
Yeah. And tank slapped all at the same time.
Dude, it was. It happened like that. I was kind of like, what happened?
What happened, Mr. Drifter?
And I wasn't even. Like, the thing was.
Oh, fuck, I lost it.
And the thing was though, I wasn't doing anything exciting. I was driving, and I just like around this corner, and I think the wheel might have dropped the bitumen a little bit, mixture with a bit of rain and
Buss.
No paddock bashes as kids or anything?
I had a Bedford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like Bedford truck at my pops. And then like obviously motorbike background, quads, whatever, pops and race motocross.
Buss.
It didn't break.
But then after I wrote that off, it actually worked out really well for me. I got a WRX.
I thought it worked out well.
Oh, dude, that car was pretty fun in the wet.
Oh, God.
Bit of all-wheel drifty boys. See you, bud.
Aiden,
But no, I mean, it was pretty fun. Like, I had a few dirt roads on it, and in the wet, it was actually pretty fun on the bitumen. Like,
All drive skids are fun.
it was different. Then I got a 180SX.
There's
Then I never looked back.
cans of Coke and rum in there, bro, if you want.
I ran out of rum, so I'm going to drink.
No, like there's rum in there and Coke.
Funny rum in the
Throw in the comments you want to see Aiden on the Bundy rum. For the
You've
next
all
party.
seen me at the Nats. I've got a few comments about it. I'm pretty bad. I'm sorry about that.
But
I don't associate with Subaru drivers.
180SX. Actually, I owned the same 180 twice. No,
See, now I can
twice.
talk to you. It's
Oh,
just the
thank you.
WRX thing.
but it was a pretty good car, admittedly, for what it was. I did actually liked it.
It got you
Ever
from A
driven
to
an
B.
Evo?
Dude, I
Have you
somehow...
ever driven an Evo?
No, I want to.
Yeah, well, don't tell me about
yeah.
Subaru, so you've driven an Evo.
Yeah.
Next level, bro.
Right, I really want to.
Yeah.
I've been in two as a passenger, and I just the whole time I want to drive this, but I never was allowed.
Dude, it's like
What?
they're a bigger go-kart.
Yeah.
That mental, hey. You like honestly, you will not believe. I've driven a 6 and 8 that made like sauce, like proper sauce, like 600 horsepower or something, and then I drove a 10 that made 450.
Yeah.
And I have more fun in them on the street than drifting. Hey, like real dangerous for my license and that.
Yeah.
But they are really cool cars, and I've never liked Subarus. They like Evos all the way, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've driven Evos.
Yeah.
I've
driven one.
And you would
One.
go, you know
I would
what,
go
every
Evo.
Subaru ever can go in the bin. I will take that one Evo on low compression.
I don't know. A 22B WRX is
Because the
actually pretty
WRX
cool,
probably has low compression.
I'm going to need to lift home.
I tried me and mate, we're good.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, he used to own a
Just don't talk to me
WRX.
about Subarus and
Just
that.
locking in forward drive, it's the same.
The
Goes about as fast.
I would love to throw an Evo
like an
around
Evo
for a bit.
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Every Subaru I've ever owned has just gone bang.
See, mine.
They spontaneously combust.
That's what I got told about mine. Get rid of it. It's going to blow up, dude. I put, I think 100,000 Ks on it, and I didn't touch it.
My mate parked his WRX like a GC8 behind my ute, and I was like, I was going to the Bottle-O, or like grab a pack of smoke, something dumb like that. And he's like, yeah, just take that. I didn't make it out the driveway. He said, give it some. I limited launched it outside the house and shattered the gearbox to 1,000 pieces. And then a girlfriend had one, like, and that blew up on the beef road, like literally just cruising along at 100. I was like, that's cool. And then, Forester.
It did boxer things.
Yeah, Forester exploded. Everyone I've ever touched, no good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw the light after that, bro. I got a 180SX somewhere in there. And then I sold that, bought it back, sold that. bought that, and I think I owned 2 or 3 more while I was building this because I robbed them for parts.
Yeah.
Like,
When
I bought
cheap.
I bought a Skyline. I bought a Skyline. I picked it up, dropped it off to the bloke that I sold it to, and he pulled the gearbox and motor out of it for me.
Yeah, right.
I remember looking at 180s going, oh, $5,000. Oh, it's a bit steep.
I remember that as soon as I got out of school.
Dude.
Dead sad. I had like no money, and I was just looking at like on my piece, so
Yeah.
DE SR20.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, one of them would be alright. And I finally saved up enough. Went and had a look at one. It was in town.
Yeah.
A gold one. And my dad convinced me not to buy it. I was
Yeah.
like, I had my heart set on it and all. I'm like, man, I want this.
Yeah.
This is
So you got
so
the
bad.
next
everything
5.
you've bought, hey, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except for
Don't
that
like it?
Hyundai.
So that 180,
Don't like his car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that 180 could have been your drift car.
The 180. Oh no, I
Oh,
wanted to keep
no.
it as a daily.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
It was
I
too
found
nice,
out
man.
today
It
he
was
has an
so
S13
clean.
Yeah.
ready
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Just
You'd be
need-
surprised what we have in our shed.
Oh, that shed's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You could do like an hour-long podcast walking around his dad's shed.
yeah.
should do
We
that.
could do that. We have room in the shed because Dad's
Well,
away
he-
for 3 weeks.
Well, Benny is the new co-host,
He
so
is.
he can pull the strings now.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
actually, mate.
yeah, sit in front of the hoist, mate, with 2 cars.
Yeah.
Well, you should, like, there is some cool stuff in that shed.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Gracemere when he was really young?
No.
Man, he always just did my head in. Just
What? No muffler.
how old were you when you started going to Gracemere? 15.
15. It was the
15
first
years
time I
old
got them.
in that SS, and
Yeah.
I was watching him go around that track, and it would anger me.
They still
I
had aircon back
I
then
just
too. Oh, it was the best
cross-eyed,
drift
just-
car.
Yeah.
Genuinely upset. I was like, and I thought it was your dad driving. When I seen you drive out the pits, I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I do that?
You know what like got me going? It's like, I think he's pretty good. You know, they're like, oh, he's so young. Why's his dad in the car?
I bet you always killed it, eh? Like just and always so smooth. It
Yeah.
always really pissed me off.
It's the aim of the game.
That's the name of the game.
Well, you're nailing it, and you need to back off a bit, all right? Making us all look back.
Watched Initial D as a kid and you see the cup of water in there. So.
Honestly, when I was
Just
that,
imagine that.
exactly the same
I wish-
thing.
wish-
hey?
Cup
We should
of
try
water
that.
thing doesn't work when you do backies. So
I wish
it's all
we-
just-
When I was doing it, it was a cup of rum. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah, but you're Aussie to
Yeah.
me now. So.
when
Cup of rum and a snag. up Mount Morgan.
we should do a little like competition thing. So not the comp, obviously.
Oh, that could be.
Let's get to like a Benaraby day,
Yeah.
and we'll get a few of us together.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put a cup of water in the car, and the person who can get around without spilling the most water will do some sort of like prize or something like that.
Yeah, that can be
I
like
hate
a
to break it to
special.
you, bro, but
yeah.
the BA Falcon actually come with cup holders.
Ooh.
I'm on.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'll wedge it between the seat and the tunnel, and the
Do
four.
you still have the center console?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
But
no,
at Rocky Nats, so what I was doing at Rocky Nats is I got a bottle of water and I was like, oh, it's hot out, it's cold, like nice and refreshing. So I sat it between the passenger seat and the transmission tunnel, right?
Yeah.
I did like 2 runs, wanted a drink, burnt my mouth
Oh.
because the floor was that hot, it boiled the water nearly. And I like, so I said, that's really hot, and I just went to hit it and just burnt my
Should have put a
mouth.
tea bag in it, mate.
I was starting to wonder if I was just drinking melted plastic at one point in time. So
How did
it
you find that Rocky Nats thing?
was good. It was good
Yeah.
fun, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a lot of different people in the car and that for the passenger. I didn't
Yeah.
make it
Yeah.
to drifting. I was at the skid shaking the fence down the whole time.
You end up with all sorts of characters in the car with you. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, got most
People
surprisingly,
like Chris.
old people,
Like-
old women,
And all like
middle-aged women.
you should have seen the hot chicks going in Ben's car.
Yeah, there was like none.
Obviously, Ben's missus is up behind the scenes here.
Like
I-
little boys and then like middle-aged women
Yeah.
screaming out the window.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much while his missus is here, but when he was 16, I shit you not, every 16-year-old girl in Gracemere was like staring at your ute.
Yeah.
Me and my mate used to call you the pussy magnet.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Why didn't I get any?
That's true.
In Gracemere, there would have been 3 girls.
I'm on a podcast at the moment, I'll call you back. Where are you?
Is that broomstick?
Yeah.
Broomstick!
Oh, go.
Get broomstick
I'm
on!
in your pony. So I'm literally on a. This is recorded.
This is live action, bro. Live action.
Yeah, no, I was actually talking about you before, saying how you can't blow for shit in there. So, sorry, guys.
No. Put on loudspeaker. Loudspeaker.
They want you on loudspeaker. You're
Yeah.
on the podcast. Mr. Broomstick makes my lock kick. He's the man.
Here
Can
we
you
go.
give us some recommendations on S13 modified knuckles?
Oh, S13 modified knuckle.
Yeah, can you do one?
Always Black Arts Factory.
Oh, chop.
That's not my style. I do Falcons.
Falcons. Sick, bro. Sick.
Well, maybe we can put the Falcon one in the front of the S13.
We could try that.
You make it fit.
A
You know, a
drill.
good welder.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. No, I think everyone's at Nick's. I'll see you there. All right, catch a bait. Thank God he's getting that sheep's fur out of my shed.
Is he up in Rocky?
Yeah, he's coming to pick
Yeah.
his car up. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been housing that blown up piece of shit for the last month.
Oh, right. He's put a new box on it or
No motor.
new motor?
Oh.
Yeah. Boom.
I thought Nick done the gearbox.
RB20.
No. That's Jamie.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's got a Safiro and
Yep.
RB20. Do the RB things.
Yeah.
You know all too well.
Yeah. Well, look,
Good boom.
we've been on the potty now for probably the longest one yet.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
quick little car rundown.
Oh, we forgot your Japan question.
Yeah, what's your Japan question?
Yeah, so when you think about Japan, Tokyo, and drifting, what's the first song that comes to mind?
I wonder if you know.
Yeah, dead set. Well, you said Tokyo, so it's like,
The Tokyo.
it sort of
thing,
rigs your brain
If
a
you
little.
didn't say Tokyo, I'd say Play For Real by the Crystal Method. It's a Stewie Bryant video.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stewie Bryant
Yeah.
is the man. He's my idol.
Yeah.
That's it though, like banged up, dirty old Datsuns.
Yeah.
Smash them into walls, no one cares.
That's who.
That is how you drift.
That's who. Jeffrey loves a bit of Stewie Bryant. But
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
footage,
Have you seen Stewie Bryant videos?
Dude, I've seen a lot of videos. I don't know who they are.
He just
When you
watches
go home
Fish and
tonight-
Drifts and Adam LZ, man.
And James Dean.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've heard of it.
No,
yeah.
James Dean, yeah.
Yeah.
James who?
Who's she?
I can't.
Rockstar, isn't he?
Yeah.
Stewie Bryant. I think it's just called Inertia MS. Stewie Bryant is my favourite video on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's the Play For Real by the Crystal Method always gets me amped up. That is Japan. He just smashes that car into walls, like Toge, North Course, all that stuff. His 32 is the most rat shit thing I've ever seen in my life. It is so banged up. And like in the comments, it's like, how does that car run? And he's like, I just keep winding boost into it to compensate for the lost compression. And
Well, it
kills me,
works.
And that is my inspiration to drifting, hey.
That is cool.
And I think you should get a monk sandwich to bang this up too.
Yeah. Well,
Dude.
that's what I'm going to come to.
This is why I painted it, so I don't feel bad for banging up the car. Yeah.
But, so quick rundown before we finish up.
Yeah.
Where's your car at? You know, ready for comps?
Yeah, so Maxi from Onsong, he's actually starting to rip it apart this week.
Yep.
Ripping apart that dirty Garrett turbo, piece of shit. Putting the pulsar on.
Yep.
Fucking shit, mate.
Yeah, alright. So you tingle nothing.
Oh,
yeah, alright,
fucking
okay.
Garrett. Never had seen a reliable one in my life. And,
Yeah, no Garrett's.
yeah, no Garrett's
No
either, mate.
thanks.
And then he'll be throwing on the dyno end of next week, mate, and getting all ready for the comp. Yeah, he reckons she's going to be all go.
Yeah, sweet.
500 at the rears.
Ben, your car's all good to go. You just need to wash it.
Yeah, I just need to wash it. Maybe do a bit of an alignment
Yeah.
on it just to try and dial in some more grip.
More
But
toe.
Yep.
More towing in the
Rear toe.
Yeah, there's not really too much else I can do to it. 'Cause
Yep.
standard
Grind the
Commodore.
semis.
Well, isn't it powered by Max?
Yeah. Hey,
Isn't it powered by Max?
powered by Max.
Yeah.
Max heating rods in the front, yes, but they've been freshly rebuilt by Dad and I because they arrived broken. Pulled them out of the box and the spring, the shocky just like started extending and just kept going and it fell out.
We'll finish the job for you guys.
Yeah, it's all
Send you
right.
the invoice.
They gave us a refund though,
Oh, did they?
like $50,
Yeah.
partial refund.
Yeah.
Oh, you fixed it. So you shouldn't have fixed it.
Yeah, I know, it's dumb. Should have sent
There
it
you
back.
go.
Yeah. But so your car's pretty good, really. Except a couple of things.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, he's good to go.
And Aiden's got the Sora, and you'll be there.
Trying.
You be there.
Like if we can get that car in for a tune and everything works out,
Yep.
then I'll be there. If not, I'll just be there to support with my little flag.
That's the go.
We'll get your fish and drift shirt, and you can be a fish and drift representative for the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, got yourself a job.
I mean, if you guys want to pick me up some sponsors and they pay for all the bullshit I have to deal with, I'll be there.
I don't know.
Maybe a few more podcasts. We'll get you there. How about you?
Well,
You are the biggest doubt so far.
I am the biggest out so far. So I don't know. No, you haven't done it yet. So after the last podcast, Ben left, and I was like, you know what? Let's compression test the RB because I'm curious to see where it's at. Plus, it had a slight little miss. Anyway, we found out we've got a dead cylinder 6, so it's only running on 5 cylinders. So the more boost does actually work because it ran fine on boost at Rocky Nats because it started playing up about 6 runs out, and it was funny, low RPM. But when I was boosting, it was still fun. So, but it's true the oil.
What's the plan?
The plan is
How are we gonna get you there?
Forget that you compression test.
You want to take the Hutchie Rocker?
yeah. Well,
You want to take the Hutchie Rocker?
what's going to happen is Steve.
When you finish that, am I allowed to drive that?
Which one?
The A86.
Fuck yeah, bro. It's just gonna be a daily driver, bro. That's it.
If you let me drive that, I'll buy you all the cartons beer in the world. Like that is
Holy
my
fuck.
dream car. Hey, like
Dude.
I've always
Free
wanted to drive
car.
I'll
that.
give you the car for all
What
the
a week
cars in the
forever.
world. Good trade, eh?
I like that.
I thought about hitting up Steve from Autobahn to see if I could rob the 2J out of his Supra.
Oh, that'd be.
Yeah, that'd be cool, eh?
Okay,
It won't happen.
Okay, seriously.
Seriously. So
I do have a Barra NA1 you can borrow.
that could work.
Yeah, slap
But
it in there.
I've actually,
At least it'd be reliable.
I actually do have at home.
Quarter panels on it.
I do have at home a forged bottom end that I've put together of an RB25. So I've reached out to a few of the sponsors like On Song Performance, Adwill, and also Autobahn to try and get some parts together to get that bad boy finished.
They've come to the party.
They're all helping me out.
Awesome.
So one other person who's helping me out and might be doing an extra sticker on the car is ProPort in Rockhampton.
Yeah.
Have completed all my head work for me.
Awesome.
So it's got clearancing for the camshafts, it's been decked, all the seats have been recut, all the guides have been checked, I might have replaced one. It's they're gonna reassemble it on Wednesday when the valve stem seals turn up.
Yeah.
So we're running out of a little bit of time, but the rest of the parts should be here around the same time. Hopefully get
We're tight.
we are tight. Hopefully get the new motor assembled by next weekend and in the car. And the weekend after, the plan is it's going to go to On Song for Maxi to tune it up
Yeah. Awesome. And picking mine up.
and pick yours up at the same time. The first time our 2 cars will be together
Yeah.
is when mine's getting dropped off and his is getting picked up.
Crazy, eh? We had a viewer comment on our Facebook page going, how come we haven't seen both cars together?
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Because they're both fucked. And they need to be at different places to get fixed.
I've got a backup plan. I've got 2 backup plans. One of them was to rip this motor out of the car, replace them with cylinder 6 like with whatever I got laying around the shed, put it back together with some new bearings. I've already got the head gasket, and send it.
Yeah.
Plan B is to put the forged motor in with standard camshafts, because then I can still run the same tune,
Yeah.
and that'll get me through the comps.
So that's if we run out of time to get down the sunny coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
right. Yeah.
Is that what On Song is?
Yeah, On Song
Jimmy,
did.
hey.
Yeah. No.
black butt.
Yeah.
Just
Kill
I'm
Coy.
I'm going to buy a patrol tomorrow, so if I get that on the road, I got 7 days off. I got lots of days off actually, so if you want me to take you down there,
It might be actually quicker if you can go pick my parts up and bring them back to me.
as long as you're paying.
How much did it cost me? Because I think Maxie said the
You
parts.
got a Sora to get ready, bro.
Yeah, get the Sora ready.
Throw that
Get the
in.
Sora ready.
You got a
None of that's
Sora.
me. I can't manage
Sora,
this
bro. Yeah, right.
Jamie's here. That's his job this
Oh,
weekend.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
But yes, that's
That's
me.
him.
Righto. Well, we're done here. Thank you guys for coming down. Don't forget, Jason needs a muffler.
Sorry.
Or if you don't want to help
So
Justin, spin him around.
Oh, yeah.
You can still help Stiffy.
Yeah, they're gonna
Okay.
they're gonna go halves in this.
Yeah, so they got what, $6 each.
Yeah. We got a bolt for the gearbox, a bolt on for Steffi. And then we got a bolt for the muffler. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
But yeah, big thanks to everyone again. Aiden for coming down. Benny for coming down.
He's going to a piss.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up.
Brad, Jeff, everyone. On-song performance, boost gumps, wholesale paints, Beyond Print, J-Mac Garage Doors, even Christian from Corporal Industries, Origin Lab Australia for getting my body kit. Cheers, mate. Jump over to him. He's just received new shipment. Get on, order something. Everyone helps us. Also, Pie Guru Autobarn at Campton. We've got 2 Autobarn drivers here. So not only will you see the fish and drift cars together eventually, we're going to have some Autobarn cars together again.
Hell yeah.
So,
To go.
get on to everyone, man.
If you got this far in the potty, just subscribe, eh?
Yeah, subscribe, like,
Or
everything.
go see a doctor. One of the
Or,
two.
yeah, I guess you're sorry. But yeah,
Wrapping it up,
thanks
mate.
to everyone, guys.
You. We're going to get on the Rumbos.
And the beers.
Autobahn this time, did you?
Yeah, nah. Wrapping it up. You got anything to say, bro? All good?
No,
Nah, done.
Out.
Out. Bye.